Hey, what's up? I'm here with Mike and Steve from Steve and Malkmus and the Jicks. Guys, how you doing?
We are doing splendidly.
Yeah.
Thanks for taking the time today. Welcome back to Canada. Do you guys like being in Canada?
Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I took my last holiday to Vancouver.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, just because we wanted to get out of the country and it was a good drive and we had some people to stay with. So that was the last place I went. And actually, I did a Christmas holiday in Toronto a few years ago, too.
Oh, okay, right
Yeah,
on.
so
Did
I
you
love
riot while in Vancouver?
No, it was right before, it was right when the playoffs were starting. We watched, I think we got to watch game, it might have even been game one, I thought, that we saw.
Oh, did you go to a game? Yeah?
No.
Oh, okay.
We watched it like on a jumbotron in the street with all the other punters, but it was it was a wild atmosphere.
Right on. Let's talk about the record, I guess, right off the bat. On Forever 28, you say you're a buzzkill, but the album is a really upbeat album. Comments?
Yeah. It's an
Thoughts?
upbeat buzzkill. We're like, it's pretty fun. I think, you know what I mean. For as far as our age bracket and what we do,
It's a swinging is sort of
pretty peppy and good times, and doesn't go down to. It's not too much to digest. It's not like some 14-course haute cuisine meal. You know, it's light and lively, and you know, it's got a little bit of that L.A. Santa Ana winds pushing it. So yeah, totally.
I have to ask about Senator.
right. What do you guys call your senators here?
Do we have senators? We have members of parliament,
Parliament,
MPs.
that's
There you go.
probably
You know
the
more about
closest
it than I
thing,
do.
right? Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Right.
Yeah, I took politics in university too, which is really
Okay.
sad. But you know that song is that a Bill Clinton song?
Well, no, that's definitely would have been a retro '90s way to go. No, it's kind of like a timeless message, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's right. It's you know, it really just is a larger question of, you know, wanting something for something. You know, like nothing's free necessarily in this world, and there's not usually someone that's just a pure altruist. You know, we even find Catholic priests that molest people, and you know, the perfect person behind there's always something behind the veil, something that they want out of this world. They're not just doing it for us. Of course, there are a few martyred saints that I believe have pretty clean reps, and Jesus himself, of course, I would say.
But I mean, there's a story about that. I mean, I heard that actually opened up questions about, you know, what you could say in a song, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a story there where you were, you know, where questions were raised about what you can say on the radio and stuff with
Just
it too?
in terms of censor,
Yeah.
like that.
Like
Yeah, I
people
don't
got
know,
pissed off
yeah.
about it, right?
Not very angry. I mean, it's like Eminem or Jay-Z or something. If they did this, who's going to care, right?
Right.
Same with us, you know. We don't, we just don't give a fuck, you know. Like, just try to keep us down, try to stop us. It's no use. We're going to rise above.
Yeah. You guys are putting out a gangster rap album next.
So,
Perhaps.
you know, these light profanities, this is obviously something everyone knows what it is who's over 13, and I guess, yeah, if a 12-year-old has to ask their parent about that. But there's plenty of things they need to ask about, you know, that are said in other songs or they see on TV or on the street, you know, like, Mommy, why is that man, like, passed out on the street face down and no one will help him get up? Like, why is that, you know, Mommy? And it's like, well, you know, this is a cruel world. And we don't have the like social system to help this person right now because it's a cruel world. It's a cruel world.
Well, I mean, you have kids. Is that your answer? Is that what you would tell your kids?
No, well, yeah, I don't know what I would say. I'm kind of just doing it in the relationship to that song, but maybe something like that. You know, it was like, you know, that man he's drunk and the system failed him, and maybe he failed himself. I don't know.
Yeah.
But. Anyway.
How's Berlin? I got to ask you. You moved to Berlin.
Yeah.
What did that do for the music? You know?
I don't know yet. We have to find out.
They just soften up your calluses because you didn't bring it.
Yeah, and I'm still on the time zone there, so it's like 2 a.m.
Oh,
Soft callus. I want Mike to move there, though. I think he would love it. And there's lots of Canadians there too. You know.
I was a German major in college, and I probably know
Really?
about as much as you know about government. Being a government major.
As you know about German.
Yeah.
It's a difficult language. It's a cool place, though. I mean, anyone would like it there. You talk to anyone who goes, they like it, unless you're really don't like cold weather. But you can't complain if you're here now, can you?
No, you can't. And I mean, you get a lot of beer and chocolate over there too, right? Which is always good.
Cheese, bread.
Cheese, yeah. Let me ask you, how comfortable are you guys with the stuff? Does it take you guys a while to get comfortable with the newer stuff when you're playing it live? Like, how's it feeling to play the stuff?
To play the stuff like off the record and do it live? I mean, we did it for a while before we recorded the record, but I don't think it takes any time at all. I think
That's
we pretty much
better at than our older songs, wouldn't you say, Mike?
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's the sort of revisiting the stuff that we haven't played in a while.
You guys recorded this album really quick too, right?
Yeah, like a week. Maybe top.
We had our act together relatively. I mean, we knew what we wanted to do, and the things that came out sort of off the cuff, we were able to do that because we knew all the other stuff.
Yeah.
So, we had time to kind of improvise a little bit on a couple tunes. And we wanted to keep it, I wanted it to be sort of free sounding, not overcooked. At this point, we're not like trying to make the perfect album to get on the rock radio and sell, it's more like catching that feeling that when you hear it, that it's like a loose album that's fun. So
and it wasn't like we had to record it and then realize, oh, wait a minute, we need to deconstruct everything, let's break it down. We were like, it sounds great.
I mean, it sounds like it was a fun record to make.
Yeah.
It's a blast. I mean, it's go in a room like that and record with someone like Beck and his engineers. Dude. It's just it's a good.
Well, you bring him up, Mr. Beck. What is it like working with Beck?
It's a psychological minefield of understanding what is he going to say. What does it mean? What he said when he says that was good. There's did he mean it was good? Is that good? Good. L.A. good? Us good? Good. And then combined with just his footwork when he's dancing. What does that mean?
Right.
Is it a good dance, bad dance? Yeah. But no, he's great. Seriously, he's just a nice young man who wants nothing more than he believes in rock and roll and wants to make great art and works constantly. So
yeah, he's definitely he's no slouch. He's no slacker.
No, he's not a slacker.
Yeah.
Right.
Beck is a huge slacker.
Yeah. I know.
How good was the Pavement reunion? I mean, I got to ask it. You brought it to Toronto. So
that's right. We played with Broken Social Scene and the Band of Horses.
Was it nice to get it off the chest? And how did it affect this project? Did it make you more excited?
We were still getting people yelling out Pavement songs last night, so I guess it didn't get.
Yeah, no, it's not gone. It was rad. It was fun.
No,
we don't care. Yeah. We know we're good. You're
not gonna pull a Robert Plant. I just don't think he likes talking Zeppelin.
I'm doing bluegrass now.
Yeah. There's nothing you can really do if you're at our level. You just take what you can get. Sometimes, you want to play to people that want to come see you, and they do have a right to say relatively whatever they want. They can't start talking about your mother and stuff, or mentioning blowjobs, but or mother and blowjobs together. That would be the worst. But so yeah, we don't care about that. We know. We just want to work on new songs, and our goal is just to make albums. I think I speak for everybody, but music is our airplane.
And I mean, the Jicks, you guys have been involved, with Steve since the beginning. I mean, I don't know how many people know that, but how involved are you guys in the musical process, writing and the instrumentation? Because there's tons of instrumentation on the album.
Yeah, Steve actually secretly plays it all, but he just hires us for our good looks and for just because we're our model-esque guys.
Everyone plays their own parts, There might be some times when I say I like this bit or something. Either he plays on his own or I like I would say 5% of the notes or something. I'll say maybe could you
change those, play less notes or play a different one or do this one louder.
I think it's a pretty typical band
with a songwriter,
Yeah. It's been going on for a long time, like the Beach Boys and and Beatles and we and Weezer, the Chili's, the Addiction, the Bare Nakeds,
Yeah.
Crash Testers.
Do we have to bring up the Bare Naked Ladies?
Oh yeah.
Los
We did,
Dummies?
really. Yeah. My last question, I have to ask you about baseball. Do you still follow?
Yeah.
Who's your team? I mean, do you watch baseball, Mike?
I'm not. You need Jake for that interview. He's the follower.
You're a baseball guy,
Let's
right?
talk Canadian baseball.
Yeah, let's do it. The
Let's talk
Toronto
the
Blue
Jays.
Jays, yes. Their
Oh.
last home game is tomorrow against LA.
I hope
actually,
it's not raining. They don't have a dome over that thing, do they?
No. Do you ever get into the?
I've
the
been
games
there
here?
once to that
Yeah?
place. It is a bit of a big shell, but I still had a good time there.
What do you think of Jose Bautista?
Well, he's amazing. I can't believe he did it again 2 years in a row, but now he's for real, and I think it was smart to sign him. My favorite Jay is Ricky Romero.
Yeah, dude.
He's just an amazing young pitcher. His ground ball rate is fantastic, and his Ks and versus walks are. He's for real. Is what I'm saying. Brandon Morrow, not so much. He's a tease. It's always going to be that way, unfortunately, and I worry that you're going to kind of be frustrated by him in perpetuity. But I like Kelly
used to-
Johnson. I think that was a good. I don't know if they're going to keep him. I would have got rid of Aaron Hill. I think Kelly has some potential to still,
I like him too. Yeah.
hit. He can hit 25 home runs, and average will always be a problem. Edwin Encarnacion, the forever
Yeah.
tease, has actually come through lately.
Totally turned it around, man.
Which is
Wow, some
everyone's
Toronto
been
fans wouldn't even
waiting.
notice that,
He's a
dude.
prospect. He's like
Why
a
don't
blue.
you host a baseball show?
He's a blue chip prospect, that's bounced around Cincinnati and other places, and people just been waiting for him to actually take it to the next level, and he kind of is lately, which is
and he
great.
was struggling at the beginning of the season, big time. So let me
Absolutely.
ask, who
Aaron Sebia too is
I
great.
love Aaron Sebia. Yeah,
You
he's
know?
like our next Pat Borders.
Yeah.
Who's your team and I guess favorite ballpark? Because you probably get to go to a lot of ballparks.
I don't really get to. I would say
The
I like
Berlin
I
ballpark.
like the Mets, and I grew up a Dodgers fan, so I'm more of a National League fan, to be honest. I think that's the real league, but I am fascinated with the Blue Jays for some reason. I think they make really smart moves, getting rid of Vernon Wells when they could, and this move for Colby Rasmus was smart. There's a lot of potential there. So
Brett Lowry up there.
Brett Lowry is
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
He's absolutely amazing.
That's
I
crazy.
mean,
So you actually follow the Jays. That's fantastic. Wow.
yeah, he's going to be in.
Do you know this much about every team, or
No, the Jays I know more about for some reason. I know most of the teams, but for some reason, I know a lot about the Jays, and I just follow. I like their GMs are smart. They're trying to follow the path of the best of all, which is Tampa Bay, small market teams but I think they have a good template there. They're always trading. I mean, if Roy Halladay was hard to give him up for not much. That was heartbreaking, probably.
I thought it was nice that they gave him a shot at it, though.
Yeah, I mean, he's the best player in baseball right now.
Yeah,
I
for
think
sure.
overall, like best player, hitters included, he's the most valuable player. But
Jays pitching.
yeah.
Anyways, guys, thank you so much for your time.